So I love marketing, I love logos. So that it was literally the hardest part to come up with a name that's not taken yet. And while brainstorming, I realized it had to be price connected. So the gap in the market was a low cost insurer. So no matter what we do, it must be in the name. So it must either be budget or some budget is already taken, but it said it must talk to price. And after a brainstorm with Price King and Price King, there's so many companies that were already registered. So eventually, after 6 months of brainstorming, thinking of funky names like elephant insurance, all those kind of things, we stuck to King Price. And King is, I mean, if you remember King Sport, King Cobra, King Pike, all of them has got a price connectivity to it as well. So King Price was the natural choice we wanted to go with. Unfortunately, the company was registered in King Williamstown, but it was dormant. So I had to find the guy. Didn't find him, had to write the motivation letter why we can take over that name, and eventually got it. Then we bought the .com domain registration name for a ridiculous amount of money. Well, ridiculous because it was my own money at that stage. It was a lot. And so from there on, we registered the trademark of Adams through Adams and Adams, and yeah, that's basically how it all started. Well, yeah, I've been in the insurance industry for over 12 years. One of my portfolios was e-business. So I traveled the world, looked at a lot of insurance models. My frustration always coming back was the how can I say, reluctance to change, especially from IT setup. So projects like the decreasing premium model, telematics, all those kind of things. It was projects that scoped 3 years to 4 years development time, and I personally got frustrated. That was back in previous employment days, and I felt there was a gap there. And insurance companies is over, how can I say, fat cats. If I can mention it like that, it's big ships that is conservative, and it doesn't need to be that way. There's better ways to do things, and the only other way, after numerous attempts to do something new, because every other insurance brand that launched just does the same thing all over again. It's the one gives an out bonus, other one gives a bounce back bonus. The one's got handbag cover, the other one's got golf club covers, or you've got My Rewards. They're all the same. So same formula, and I knew I probably had to do it on my own, and so yeah, resigned and started the journey to look for funding. It cost a lot to start an insurance company. So we started building on the IT system from a garage, from home. And first thing was to get some more programmers on board, start writing and speccing the system. And I basically pitched for 3 years to investors. Finally, they came along, and so that's how it started. So no claim bonus is I think a marketing gimmick. The FSB, the regulators of us, they regulate you. So if you have a bonus scheme, you have to put that premium aside to pay it out. So depending on what your scheme is, you have to reserve that money in any case. Now in our case, we also looked at it before launch. I knew what the answer was. We're not going to have it. We're just going to give the best price from the start. But anyway, it wasn't our brainstorming, can I say, workshop. And we would have had to reserve an extra 7% on all our premiums. So we inflate the premium 7% if we had a bonus scheme. That's what the other insurers do. So we just said we're not going to have a bonus scheme. We give the discount immediately, because that's what. And so they run those bonus schemes, and if you're lucky, then you get paid out your own money after X amount. I mean, there's various models, 3 years, 4 year models, but it's worked into the premium, and that's why it's a marketing gimmick. And we just said, let's cut it out. And our name, our brand positioning is to be the lowest cost, cheapest, but not in terms of inferior in product. It's better in product. But people are so scared of the word cheapest, but we just say cheapest because that's what we are. Then in terms of the royal service part, so Insurers generally don't want to communicate to their clients. The moment they do, they cancel. So every year when there's the increased letter time, then the cancellation teams get geared up because now they're ready for the cancellation. So, and they normally take it step by step and break the book up to when and who gets what. Now, we just felt, and I felt like that back in my previous insurance years, is why can't you communicate to clients? They're your customers. You should be able to talk to them. So what we do is we communicate to them, even if when we make an error. I mean, in December we had a disastrous debit run. It was an IT guy here. It was new and he put something live, but we refunded clients immediately, and we're not scared to show our flaws. But talk to the clients. So so monthly we send out that decreasing SMS. Every change that you make in your policy, we send you your new schedule. We send gifts to people. I'm going to run around later today. Every 100th policy, we send a hamper to our clients, and I get on the phone and I actually say to the customer, say, well done, sir, you've just been a lucky number X. So we do crazy things in here. And that's what we want to convey to the clients. We know insurance is a garage purchase. I mean, you're not going to wake up today and say, yes, I'm going to buy insurance. It's not like a brand, it's not a Guess shirt or a other type of a Ferrari. But we know it's a garage purchase, but it's necessary. And we want to be the garageless, if you can call it like that, insurer out there. And yeah, we can at least have fun while doing it and try and do our best. And I believe we achieving that to cheer our clients up as well. Now, insurance is serious; it's a financial services product, but you don't have to be conservative, or it's easy to understand. And we've got a little slogan here: we don't take ourselves too seriously, but we take what we do seriously. And everybody in here has got the accountability of sorting things out themselves. It doesn't get passed on. You take responsibility for your area. If you are in writing, Nico, and he talks to a client, the client gets through to him, Nico must solve it. Nico must sort it out. Sometimes it's not always possible because of phase. Guys have to be phase accredited, but you can assist, and where it goes, like I say, over the limit, where you need to talk to a phase accredited person, he'll take care of it, pass it on to the right person. So we really aim to put the client first, price-wise, service-wise, and with that, hoping change the industry a bit. Well, biggest achievement was launch. Obviously, opening the doors after 3 years of blood, sweat, and tears, and that was definitely for me the biggest. That Sunday night when the first ad came out, that Monday morning to hear the phones ring, that was my biggest moment. And I mean, it's lonely when you build this. It's only me sometimes. Nobody else to help you, and you think to yourself, should you carry on? Should you not? So that was when we launched. That's obviously my biggest achievement. And then I think then we had parties all the way through. So 1,000 policy mark in the first 2 weeks. That was amazing. Then when we reached 5,000 policies, we had a big party. 10,000 policies, we had a big party. And I think but it's not. It's insurance. You can't. I mean, we can sell policies for nothing and then achieve those sales targets. It's a risk. Analyzing the correct risks and catching fraudulent behavior, if I can say it like that. So it's so when I say we're the cheapest, and most of the times it's cherry picking the right risks as well. We don't want a guy that were caught previously for fraudulent claims. So we can't help everybody. There's also certain vehicles which we believe is high risk. Like if a guy is 21 and drives a GTI high performance vehicle, he's not going to get the best premium from us. And that's because it's stats proven. And so we also cherry pick risk, and that's the challenge. So to reach those sales targets while maintaining claims and paying guys immediately, the good customers, catching the fraudulent ones, there's all a balance. But definitely the volumes. For us to, and to my knowledge, is the fastest growing short-term insurer as yet. No other direct or broker insurer grew that fast in the first few months. So we're looking for our first year to go over 20,000 active policy clients, and I know for a fact nobody did that before. I gave the example of Discovery took double that time with brokers in place. So, and we had to build a brand while doing that. So apart from measuring your acquisition cost, all those kind of things, you still have to build a brand. You still have to have TV ads and billboards that not always is the best cost per lead acquisition wise, cheapest if I can say it like that. But you work it in, and that was the other great achievement is the way how well we manage our cost per acquisition. So it's way under business plan, especially our internet advertising. We have, I don't know if you've seen, but we are across the internet. And our effective TV ads, they came also in at half probably the acquisition cost and budgeted. And that all helps. So it helps your bottom line. It helps to give cheaper premiums to clients if you cut out all the fats. And the way we operate, I would say that the people, the culture. So it's not, I'm a fun type of guy. It probably starts here, but everybody buys into it. Even when I'm not here, they keep on having fun. We mean and lean. We don't have meetings, so GMs would walk over to each other, and then we have got open plan setups. Decisions gets taken immediately, and that's all fun. So that all contributes to a mean and lean setup culture, and it benefits all us, our clients and shareholders, obviously. So there's a lot to celebrate. There was lots of disasters as well, or times where we think, oh, what do we do now? And, but you work through that, and that's normal for any startup. But it looks good.